Each institutional FIR, my lord, must be lodged within the 2 hours of a cognizable offence happening within the incident. One, my lord. Second, my lord, if your lordship kindly permit me, a distress call system, my lord, may be available.
We have already referred to that.
It is to the
We
women.
have specifically referred to it.
My lord is already ready. Can I just?
Your Lordship, we are for the women doctors, young doctors, Your Lordship. What we request, Your Lordship, if we can have a software mechanism system where a distress call alert can be linkage with the police station.
This can be suggestions
Hereby.
for the
And
task
secondly,
force.
Your Lordship, if
Sir,
we can
you're
have a
absolutely right.
proper functioning of CCTV cameras inside.
We
the
have done this.
file.
Right. In fact, we have flagged these very issues.
Yes, yes.
Your
We've
Lordship.
done a mobile app. We've done a.
The protesters need to be protected. Your Lordship's
Uh,
order.
Hey, this 1 second.
One case.
1 second. You haven't filed a PIL this time? Every week from you. A list on 22. We expect that the government of West Bengal shall observe necessary restraint in the face of peaceful protests conducted by any quarter of civil society bearing on the issues which form the subject matter of the incident which took place in Kolkata. To stop. The necessary, it shall be ensured that the power of the state is not unleashed either against persons using legitimate means to express their opinions
Sure.
or to participate.
Yes, yes, no doubt, my lord. Except that.
The doctors' protest must be banned, my lord. They leave the OTP and all treatment and they get the protest.
Since this court is seized of the matter pertaining to the safety and well-being of all medical professionals at their workplaces as an issue involving high national priority, we would request all the doctors who are abstaining from work across the country to resume work at the earliest.
Lordships, may I come in with your Lordships? Please, Your
The earliest will stop. Above all, the abstention from work of doctors affects those segments of society who need medical care, medical care the most from accessing health-related services. Will stop. The abstaining doctors and medical professionals stand assured that their concerns are receiving the highest concern from the Supreme Court of India. But besides, their concerns are already being portrayed before this court by a diverse range of counsel on both sides.
Deeply obliged.
Lordships, I'm talking about the women doctors of the place where the incident has happened. Now, Lordships, it's very important. I'm sorry for Lordships insisting over and over again, but Lordships, I think it's of some importance in the matter. So, Lordships, the day on 14th August night, the day the attack took place on the doctors, when the protesters were on the site, the same hoodlums, they went to the hostel. They actually threatened the lady resident doctors, and they were threatened with the kind of threat that's given to women every time they protest. And Lordships, very harsh things and they were threatened with very harsh consequences. Now, Lordships, now the women doctors, subject to, this is what I've been instructed by an association of doctors in West Bengal, and they are in touch with the resident doctors. They said that the women's hostel, most of the women, they've been called back by their parents because they're not feeling safe. So your Lordships, when your Lordships say they should join this, and because on that very date, the police, the state police, they ran away from the scene. Lordships, it's widely reported. I don't need to emphasize. Just
Life in
let me
West
complete.
Bengal.
Lordship, this is
I'm
very
not
sensitive
making it
information.
political. It's my lord.
He's appearing for the doctors. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Lordship. So what happened is So what happened, the police just left them, and the police hid in the changing room of the nurses. This is what the doctors told me, Lordship. Now, if I don't want to be caught between the political battle of these two sides. Now,
There is no political battle.
Let me just explain. So what I'm just for the students and the doctors practicing, the Association of Doctors. In fact, one doctor, a very brave doctor, I don't want to take the gender. So it gave a representation to the police. So a lot of people have given a representation of the police. They have asked me to forward it to your lordships in sealed envelope. I have 3 copies of the representation. Lordships may just have a look to see what is the position of the doctors there.
Lord, I can
My
make
lords,
it
a
clear, my
very
lord, we
brief
do not
point.
make this political, but we also receive, my lord, complaints. This is the hard reality on ground. My learned friend is not keeping mum for no reason.
What is all this going on? I'm not keeping mum for no reason.
Therefore, he is not sharing
I don't
anything with the
understand.
CBI.
What my, we've given the entire case diary. What more do you want?
Is this hostel a part of the hospital or it is at a far off place?
Yes, within the campus.
The part,
But I was told that one set went to the hospital when they ransacked. Some goons, they went to the hostel.
ladies hostel and then the lady doctors hostel and male doctors hostel, they are all different.
I assume so, Lordship, because they said that one set,
How many doctors, intern doctors are there in the hostel today?
Lordships, I am told
How many were actually
90% of the women doctors are not there.
in numbers? How many
How many were there in the
How many were
hospital?
there and how many have left now?
Lordships, may I'll just take the information
Ask
right
someone
now. Just
who knows about it.
I'll.
Mr. Sibal, this is very serious.
Very serious, of course.
Because
No doubt about it.
What was the police? What was the police?
No, I agree, my lord. So if
Tip
if
of
some-
an iceberg, my lord, I don't wish to.
that is
enter
why
into it.
FIRs have been registered. We'll take strong action. Photo, we have got from the CCTVs, photos have been,
Service takes
one thing.
years.
From the CCTVs, photos have been identified and we have lodged FIRs. my lords, and we are taking, those people have been arrested. 37 people have been arrested.
But, Mr. Sibal, arrest is another thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, there were protests of the doctors.
Yes, of course.
This was part of the wider protests which were going on
Yes,
that
yes,
night.
absolutely.
It was called Reclaim the Night.
Yes.
The West Bengal government could not have been unaware of the fact that when there are protests across the country, there's always another segment which will try and disrupt this.
What?
These are women who, the women doctors are assaulted. The police run away from the scene. Thereafter, the women doctors are called out by name, namely the people who are leading the protest, and they were threatened with the same fate that has befallen the others.
Well, if they tell us, we'll take strong action. Well, I agree. I'm not disputing.
You are supposed to be
Well,
aware.
hold on. My lord is asking me and let me respond.
What was the police?
What does that
What
tell
was
you,
the
Lord?
police force doing
What-
in anticipation?
What happened was there were
Carrying the
150. One second. There were 100. Hold on. Allow me. Mr. Solicitor, sir, I don't.
Please don't interrupt, Mr.
Yes,
Sir.
sir.
We are putting a point to him.
And as I said, Mullahs, we are on the same side in this, Mullahs. Now, there were 150 policemen. Mullahs, what happened was that outside the hospital itself, 150, in anticipation, 150 policemen. But Mullahs, what happened was 7,000 people came. By the time we got additional force, which came later, this vandalism took place. This is what happened.
You 7,000.
We picked them up. We picked them up from there, Mullahs.
It doesn't appear that 7,000 people vandalized the place.
No, they
It
didn't.
appears-
I didn't say that.
Then
Because
it
by the
was
time
80 to 90 people,
Maximum.
they indulged in vandalism.
we have the video, we'll show it. There's no issue on that.
And
Facts can't be, Mullahs, distorted.
did the police run away from the site?
No, that can't be, Mullahs. I will find out. How can the police run
Impossible
away?
Police not
No
knowing
police run away,
7,000
Mullahs. These allegations, if you take them,
Impossible.
Mullahs, as face value,
Impossible, Mullah.
then we have a problem. We have a video. I'll show it to you, Your Honor.
Sibal, we don't want.
Can we show you the
We
video?
don't
We
want
have
to
the
Send
disclose-
them for
We
vandalism.
don't want to disclose the name or even the designation of the person who has written it. But please rest assured that this is not an ordinary complaint which has been.
No, I agree,
which has
Mullah.
been submitted.
Mullahs, see the video. We'll show.
No,
we can-
please
we
do
can
not
upload it.
disclose. He or she will meet with the
upload it.
same fate.
Police calls the protesting doctors, threatening them.
Just see, Mullahs, we've got the video. It's pen drive also. We can give it to you. There's a pen drive. We can give you the pen drive.
Mr. Sibal, this email was sent on 19th of August by this particular doctor to the
Just give it.
ID of the Kolkata police
Lordships, it's been sent, yes.
at 22 hours.
Yesterday, Manoj.
But therefore, tell us one thing, what is the police doing?
Manoj,
Because
it was sent yesterday. We are taking action. We have taken action. See
How
the
do you
video,
know
Manoj.
which
Just see the
doctor,
video.
which mail, how do you know
What-
that it is yesterday?
See the video, Manoj. It's better. 150 police officers were camping outside. Kindly see the video, Manoj.
Mr. Sibyl,
Manoj, I am not here to defend anybody. Please make it rest assured, Manoj.
look at it from a different angle.
Yes,
You made a fervent appeal to these doctors.
yes,
Please join your duty.
correct.
The marginalized section of the society is suffering.
Absolutely.
They can't afford to go to.
I agree entirely.
Now, these doctors, the lady doctors who are in the hostel, even if we ask the government to provide them with police protection, this police is going to protect.
No, Manoj, we'll make sure.
That is our grievance.
Trust this
So
police.
at the RG Kar Medical College and Hospital, because obviously the women doctors have left for the reason that they are fearful of their safety. If the premises of this hospital have to be safeguarded for these doctors to resume duty, who is going to provide security at the premises?
Manoj, we give an undertaking to this court.
CISF
We'll give,
security,
hold on, we'll
Let
give
it
an
be
undertaking
central
to this
forces.
court. We'll give an
let it be
undertaking. and
CISF.
What we suggest is this, because if conditions return to normal,
We'll put additional,
if conditions return to normal at this hospital
yes,
and doctors start coming back, this will have an impact on the rest of the.
of course,
country.
of course.
Therefore, why does we propose that let the CISF provide security at
Yes.
the premises
Yes.
of this hospital?
And Manoj, one more thing.
I have no problems with that.
Manoj, one more thing.
Idea is
Now-
that
now
their
that-
security is paramount. So please, if your lordship wants.
Malord, now one more, Malord, I am inviting this order. The person who has complained, Malord, we do not know. But the state possibly knows. They say that the email was received at 22. Let that person be given special security by the CISF. Now the
No, because that-
state knows about the person.
We will do it.
They don't want to reveal their identity.
You can't say, Manoj, the state police is incapable of all this.
100 no.
Here the metro.
Lordships, 105 complaints have gone.
How many did you get the figure?
Yes, your lordships. So there are 700 residents, 250 ladies, and only 100 are there now.
250.
250.
30 to 40 female.
150 have left.
Yes.
Yes,
Your lordship,
100.
approximately 30. Yes.
30 to 40 female residents and 60 to 70 male residents
Remain.
remain. Everybody else has gone.
32,
Lordships, I'm told 30 to 40 female residents and 60 to 70 male residents remain. Rest have all fled.
And total 700.
Malord, we have this
Seven-
information.
Total 700.
Malord,
Destroyed.
Lord, when I said there is no law and order, it was
Emergency
not a political statement. We have this information and more.
Yeah, I'm sure you have.
This is the situation on ground.
just 1 second. On the night of 15 August 2024, at midnight on 15 August 2024, when acts of wanton vandalization of the premises of the RG Kar Medical College Hospital took place, a mob of persons is alleged to have systematically attacked the male and female doctors, emergency hospital staff, and hostels. Full stop. Ms. Saprajita Singh, when Senior Counsel appearing on behalf of the resident doctors, has placed on the
Lordships, I'm not on the resident. I'm for organization of doctors from West Bengal because they are too
for
scared. They don't
appearing
want to come in.
for an organization of doctors from West Bengal
Protect the warriors.
has placed on the record a copy of an email addressed on 19 August 2024 by a senior resident at the Medical College Hospital, setting out the details of the incident which took place. Stop. The court has been apprised of the fact that there were approximately 700 resident doctors at the RG Kar Medical College Hospital. Full stop. following the incident which took place on the night of 15 August 2000 and on the night between 14 and 15 August 2024, most of the resident doctors have left their place of duty, as a consequence of which
approximately 30 to 40 female doctors and 60 to 70 male doctors have only remained in their hostels. Full stop. It is essential to create safe conditions for the doctors to return to their duties so as to enable them to not only pursue their duties, not only to pursue their own education.
我主仔會要恨意，關某地幾時啲我知道講呢？哇，chẳng chỉ chả mà tăng rắn kỳ án thì chỉ phụ vậy phải. वाह
4 साल की मेहनत
700 से ज्यादा टेस्ट फ्लाइट्स
लग रहा था राइट नहीं रॉन्ग ब्रदर से
पर फाइनली प्लेन उड़ा ही दिया हमने राइट ब्रदर
बिल्कुल राइट ब्रदर
तो अब वेकेशंस
प्रेजेंटेशन
कॉर्पोरेट चोंचले
विश इट कुड जस्ट मेक इट सेल्फ ऐसे
Get tailor-made presentations in seconds with Magic Design.
सर द बिल डजंट पे इटसेल्फ
Canva, दिल से डिजाइन तक.
This can't be there, Manoj. With the provision of central security.
Is it an information or a
We
threat?
hope and trust that the doctors will resume their duties at the earliest. Full stop. Any concerns which they may have in regard to their safety may be placed in the form of an email jointly addressed by the doctors to the Registrar Judicial of this court for further necessary directions.
But I have one submission to make. Lord, CBI is not now inquiring about the activities of the principal. On the wake of it, the state government.
We'll share this email with the solicitor, this email please, and keep it in, because we don't.
It would be kept in
we don't want
confidence,
the
my lord.
doctor to be targeted.
No, otherwise but now state of course knows, the state police would know because they have received, but I will keep it safe, my lord.
The state has constituted a seat. but the
cover में तो डाल दो,
Cover में
cover में डाल दो सर.
Which is a requirement of CBI.
The lordships, we have assured the doctor, sorry,
To create conflict.
Yes, here's the matter that we'll deal with on.
we've assured the doctor
Mr.
that the name
Solicitor,
will
please
not.
look at
that
the,
is-
Mr. Solicitor, please look at the designation of that person who has submitted. Just look at the designation of the.
I will. Right now, I'm not, my lord, seeing that.
Yes,
Take it up on Thursday morning now.
no problem.
All to filed and sealed cover, whatever we.
Shall be adjourned.
All the petitions
Schedule to do that on Thursday. If there's some concern, please come back to us.
Lordships.
We'll assure the doctors all over the country that whatever concern they have, please place it before us to
We are most grateful.
counsel by here.
Your
We'll
lordship.
assuage your grievances the extent that we can.
Friday.
I'm sure this is a complete non-adversarial procedure.
Absolutely non-adversarial. We are grateful your lordships have taken up.
We'll have to file a status report. If you'll
Lords,
have
we'll do this on
easier,
Thursday.
we'll have it on Friday morning, Mulad.
Friday, this bench and this combination is not available.
Can it be
But that's
Monday?
what-
We also get some time to
Morning,
prepare the status report.
Thursday morning.
We'll hand it over on Thursday morning, Mulad.
So it goes to Tuesday then. So
No,
that's
but
why
no,
we
we'll hand it over on Thursday morning then, Mulad, the status report.
Can it be Tuesday, my lord?
We'll keep it on Thursday.
Which-
Thereafter, we'll keep it on Tuesday. We'll have a brief hearing on Thursday.
Yes.
Monitor the situation across the country and then place it on Tuesday. But you can give us your status reports even by Thursday morning. There's no difficulty.
All petitions may be listed. All petitions. Now, if it was not taken on record, it was filed late, my lord, it may be.
So all
Lordships frozen it. Your lordships added a sentence, there'll be a stay of the order. Now, when the stay of the order means the CIRP will revive. Now, under COC, normally COC would be a constituted end.
We are taking up the matter. We are.
No, 20, no, your lordship is taking
No, it's
23rd.
not coming up.
What has happened is
Some
that your
interim
lordships,
arrangement. I
your
support,
lordships
Dr.
order,
Singh.
so one minute.
Devan, we'll take up the matter. There's no difficulty.
They should not, COC should not be,
Obviously not
no,
take-
not,
take up-
COC should not be constituted in that time because then I have to file a 12A.
My lord, COC.
I am not objecting, Malaj, I am saying,
During the parties, it's coming up.
Malaj, I am only
only
say,
Lord, only a minute, my lord.
How many people
Appointment
is
of a COC
All that you should do is
RP should not constitute the COC before Friday. That's all I'm saying.
Not constituting COC. Some difficulty about this combination of three sitting on Friday. We can take it either on Thursday or Monday, whatever is convenient.
But can it be tomorrow, my lord, subject to your lordship's availability and?
Tomorrow we have the constitution bench.
Then Thursday,
Tomorrow is the constitution bench.
Lord, Thursday, my lord.
Thursday.
Thursday, my lords.
We can take it up on.
Because
Surely between now and day after, they will not constitute.
Lord, it is fair enough. The matter, Lord, without hearing will be allowed if COC is constituted.
Thursday we'll take it.
Only one sentence, well, it will be infructuous if the COC is made in these 48 hours. They should not make a 48 hours.
Yes.
Very well, well, we made our concerns clear to your lordships. If they go and create a COC in these 2 days.
The others, can you just circulate emails? In the afternoon, I'll deal with your emails and ensure that all matters are listed. Just circulate an email.
Is connected to Sumoto writ petition 2 of 2024. Like that writ petition was filed by Association of Healthcare Private Limited, Tamil Nadu chapter in 2019. Notice was
Order for listing the matter. Just talk to the registrar in 10 minutes once he is free from here. There would be already an order for listing.
Lords, if your lordships can consider indicating, my lord, the concerns which your lordships would like us to assist.
Mr. Solicitor, Mr. Sybil is appearing for the state of West.
Your lordship, with Mr. Sib, in this matter, your lordship, I'm also assisting your
I'm
lordship.
appearing for the Delhi Medical Association, Lord. We have filed an application.
State of West Bengal is represented by Mr. Sybil.
Yes, Lord.
This is-
Lord, I appear for
is-
Indian.
The Bengal Doctors, the Association of Bengal.
Lord, I am appearing for the original writ petitioner on.
Your lordship, I'm,
Order the CBI was done.
my lord, I'm appearing on behalf of the petitioner.
Number of interveners.
Yes,
Please,
Not
Lord,
that have
appearing
anybody
on
calling
behalf of
out
the
us-
petitioners.
calling out who they are appearing for. We'd only request the interveners to give a slip of paper to the court master indicating who you are appearing for. We'll take that.
We'll give it, my lord. I,
Otherwise, we'll spend the next 10 minutes and only,
I am appearing for the Indian Medical Association. We'll give our slip, my lord.
And my lord, I'm for the writ petitioner at whose behest the investigation was transferred to CBI.
Right. The reason why, I must make it clear, the reason why we decided to take suo motu cognizance, we are conscious of the fact that the High Court was entertaining a petition which was filed by the petitioners who are here before us, is because this is really now not just a matter relating to a particular murder which takes place in a hospital in Kolkata, which is horrific in the nature of the crime, but it raises systemic issues in regard to the safety of doctors.
Lord, two more incidents, one in Bombay and one in Ahmedabad after Calcutta.
Let the Chief Justice, please.
Deals with the systemic issue of safety of doctors across India.
Yes.
There are a couple of things, Ms. Sybil, before we deal with the broader aspects of safety and what we propose to do, we'll tell you in a
I have something to assist on that, my lord, neutrally.
briefly on both aspects. First, on matters of safety, we are deeply concerned about the fact that there is a virtual absence of safe conditions of work for young doctors across the country, particularly in public hospitals. As we know, these are all young interns, they are residents, senior residents, doctors, and most importantly, women doctors.
Yes.
Who are subject to of graver dangers and vulnerable.
They are vulnerable, my lord.
By virtue of the nature of their
Absolutely.
because of gender.
Working hours.
Just and working hours. Most of the young doctors have to put in somewhere
36 hours, my lord,
hours.
as such.
We find that there are no duty rooms available, no separate restrooms or duty rooms available for men and women doctors, for the other nursing staff, for the paramedical staff who are also on duty. And therefore, we must evolve a national consensus to ensure that there must be a standard national protocol to ensure that safe conditions of work are provided. This is not a matter of providing protection either to women or protection to doctors in general. It's a matter of creating safe conditions of work so that they ultimately, what is equality under the Constitution all about? If women cannot go to a place of work and be safe, then we are denying them the basic conditions of equality. And therefore, we are entertaining this, and I'll very shortly share the way we want to proceed with this to ensure that ultimately, it's not that every time that there is a rape or murder that the conscience of the nation is awakened. We have to do something right here and now to ensure that these conditions of safety are maintained in terms of protocols which will not just be on paper, but protocols which will be enforced across India. Now, insofar as what happened in Kolkata is concerned, a couple of things from what we have. Of course, first, let me begin by saying that we are deeply concerned of the fact that the name of the deceased who was assaulted and murdered, the name has been published all over the media. Photographs have been published all over the media. Video clips, obviously, either before or after the postmortem, have been published.
Right.
Showing her body, after she was subjected to it. It's extremely concerning. We are the first to recognize the right to free speech, but there are well-settled parameters.
It is extremely painful. I agree entirely with you.
Which have been laid down in now the new criminal procedure code by judgments of our court in Nipun Saxena, that you will not publish the names of the survivors of sexual assault. In this case, the person
It's a criminal offense.
We have filed 50 FIRs on that count. 50 FIRs.
And it was circulated, nobody should publish.
May I just inform your lordships, before the police reached, photos were taken and these were circulated. We didn't allow anything to happen. We cordoned off the area.
This is the way we provide dignity and respect the privacy of an individual who has lost her life as a young doctor.
Yes.
But apart from that, Ms. Isabel, I'm happy that you are here for the state of West Bengal. Couple of important, quite a few aspects of the way the matter proceeded. It appears that the crime was detected in the early hours of the morning.
Yes.
After the crime was detected in the early hours of the morning, the principal of the hospital tries to pass this off as a suicide.
Not true.
Her parents are not allowed to see the body. The parents are not allowed to see the body.
No, Malad, I'm sorry. Anyway, Malad, this is the impression.
Our investigation
We'll have to place the facts before your lordships. We have investigated that. This is not correct.
Until late night, we find that no FIR was registered.
That's also not correct. Not correct.
What time was the FIR registered?
Malad, in fact, we did what is called what we call a UD case, Malad.
UD case.
Unnatural death case registered.
Yes, unnatural death case
Registered.
But
Immediately.
that's right.
That's an FIR, Malad. That's an FIR.
Not the body is discovered.
UD case.
The FIR registered formally in the police.
Malad's inquest was done and then FIR registered immediately and the investigation started.
What time
It should have been done.
the FIR registered?
12, Malad. 12:30.
Does the FIR say that this is a case of a murder?
No.
Yes.
No, it
No, my lord.
unnatural death. It was.
We have something.
Unnatural death. Inquest shows it's a case of murder, Malad.
One second.
Inquest shows it's a case of murder.
Inquest is done. The autopsy is conducted.
Yes.
Now, until the night, no FIR indicating that this is a clear case of a murder has been made out.
It has, Malad. I'm sorry. I'll place those facts before your lordship. It has been, Malad.
Lord, may I suggest?
From
my lord, may I
unnatural death,
suggest-
he registered the case
Lord,
for murder.
That-
We caught the victim. He is a civic worker, Malad. It's an individual act. I show all that, your lordship.
And that's the first aspect.
Yes.
What was the principal doing? Why did he not, why was this kind of inaction on the part, first, an attempt to pass this off as a suicide instead of a murder?
I'm sorry, Malad. That's not correct.
Not registering an FIR till late in the evening. Third, the body itself is handed over to the parents sometime in the evening for cremation. Fourth, and that's a matter of very serious concern. On the next day, the doctors, because they were all doctors working with her, the doctors are on protest. A group of persons, a mob assembles at the hospital. The hospital is invaded and the critical facilities are damaged in the morning or whenever the mob enters. What was the police doing?
Yes. Malad, we have videos for all. Malad, let me first of all state.
Actually, Mr. Sibal,
What-
the police,
Malad,
a very serious offense has taken place. The crime scene is within the precincts of the hospital. Now, that is the first thing that the police have to do, namely to protect the crime scene. What are they doing?
Malad's-
They allow vandals to enter the hospital and,
It's impossible that
Let's,
7,000 people
first
can
of all,
gather without
of all-
the consent.
Please, one second.
Allow me.
Lord,
This is-
7,000 people can never gather without knowledge or consent of the police.
This is not an adversarial
It's
litigation.
not, therefore, let us not be in denial mode. One girl has lost life
One second.
by not only, my lord, a sexual pervert, he is an animal.
Sir,
Principal, after the principal resigns from this medical college,
he sent to another
he's,
hospital.
he's appointed as a principal of another college.
He doesn't resign. But anyway, be that, Malad, let me first.
Conduct, at the least, his conduct is under scrutiny, and he's appointed as a principal somewhere else.
This is all, we have a note on all this misinformation.
Let's not contradict each other. There is a high court
What
order.
is the reality? Just show it to you.
Let them file a report, not.
But just show it to you.
Tomorrow.
My lord.
Couple of things which we would like
Would be
to do.
there.
Well, let's make it very clear.
Yeah.
We would want the investigation has been handed over to the
CBI.
Bureau of Investigation.
Yes, done, yes,
We want CBI to file a status report before this court on Thursday.
correct.
We will take up the case on Thursday. We want CBI to apprise us on the status of the investigation.
Correct.
The investigation obviously must be at a very sensitive stage so that it's something which will be submitted to the court.
For court's
For the
consumption, not, my lord,
the
making
case
it public.
It's really an investigation update
Yes,
status
yes.
report which will be given to us on Thursday. We will consider the status report on Thursday morning and see
Fair
where
enough.
the investigation is proceeding. Today, what we intend to do is that today we intend to pass an order. What we have done is, and three of us, that's why we were in conversation with each other. We have discussed the pros and cons. We are setting up, under the authority of this court, a national task force. The national task force will consist of a diverse segment of doctors from different parts of the country. We want them to make us recommendations in regard to the modalities to be followed across India. We're not only talking of the Ajikar Medical College and Hospital, but modalities to be followed all over the country for ensuring safety at the workplace first and foremost, for which our young doctors, the middle level doctors, the senior doctors are all today on protest and on strike. At the same time, we would, now that we are taking charge of these proceedings, we are appointing a national task force. It's our earnest request to doctors all over the country who have struck work. There are institutions where I know appointments are taken 2 years in advance. For instance, the All India Institute of Medical Sciences. Appointments are taken 2 years in advance. If patients lose their slot, they go back by another 2 years. So we would really earnestly appeal to all the doctors that we are here to ensure that their safety and protection is a matter of the highest national concern. And therefore, this is something which we would earnestly appeal to all the young doctors that this is something, please trust us. That's why we have not left it to just the High Court. The High Court, of course, consists of very seasoned judges. The Chief Justice was monitoring the investigation by the CBI, but we felt that this is now not a matter of a particular offense, however serious and horrendous the offense is, but something which affects the institution of healthcare pan-India. Therefore, the need for the Supreme
Malad,
Court.
we welcome this. I think this must be done, Malad. All of us must be very positive.
Lordships
But
may
Malad, I have only one request. Malad, I have only one request. Yeah, sorry.
Lord, I need, my lord, 5 minutes on this, my lord.